Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
6 p.m. You are now in the N.
Welcome back, and I know I did this a few times, but I didn't really get into really talk about it. And I'm sure there's a few videos out there, but I'm going to put my own spin on it. I'm going to do this before Jordan Fringe does it, because he's doing everything now. And, I want to put my own words in there. The N block, part of Noggin, from April 1st of 2002 until December 31st of 2007. The N has been there for me, mostly, in my life. This is one of those blocks. It should have been a network, but I don't want to get into it. Maybe I'll do a video, my own little rant video one of these days. Not a rant, but just, one of those types of videos. It had as we all know, the Noggin would have a block. After, I think, 6, it would end, because I remember, you would have Max and Ruby or something would end, and we'd have Keenan and Kel, Degrassi, The Next Generation, South of Nowhere, and a lot of them were international shows that were added in, like The Best Years, Degrassi, of course, the Degrassi franchise, and you would have shows that were already, you'd have reruns of Dawson's Creek, Clueless, Brady Bunch, and the show about a girl from Canada. You'd have a lot of Canadian releases that were cool, because I love Canadian television. And you would, and again, because partly was owned by MTV, so you'd have Laguna Beach, the real Orange County, and then you would have Nickelodeon stuff that was more for preteens to teens, like the Naked Brothers Band, Zoe 101, and Unfabulous, which I actually do like. And then again, you WB stuff like Summerland and so on and so forth. The series My So-Called Life, which is a Claire Danes and Jared Leto, Sister, all sorts of like different programs, but for that generation of the time, to grow up watching it. And I even forgot Radio Free Roscoe, which I really love. And then because I'm a physical media person, and if you're doing vinyl, and I hope they're not like gonna release, like, I'm thinking about it, like, is like digital download gonna just be still the thing? But I'm a physical media person, and if vinyl and all this other stuff is still doing it, please do please do like a series package for like Radio Free Roscoe, especially the episode where Jake from aka Craig from Degrassi comes on. That's like my favorite episode of the series. Can you do something? And yeah, like they did Noggin, and then like Noggin came back for this like new streaming service thing. Didn't do well. in my opinion. You do have like old and new, but I'm gonna go through. A lot of episodes of these different shows, I learned about substance abuse. I learned about home life. I learned about pregnancy. Hell, I've learned about the first time I ever heard, like, I ever knew that it's okay to be gay was from Degrassi, with that episode with Marco, with the Marco character. I remember the school shoot, the infamous, not infamous because it's one of the best episodes, but the school shooting episode, Time Stands Still, with Rick in Degrassi. I remember the, JT's episode, Rock This Town, when he gets killed. I remember the episode when JT tries to do the best for himself and Liberty and their baby, and then goes, like, which, the episode, honestly, Ryan Cooley's best work as an actor is. I remember it all on the end. Hell, I remember watching, and then I remember another school shooting in when it was like a rivalry shootout in South of Nowhere. I remember It's Okay to Be Gay, also in South of Nowhere. I remember all of these sorts of different, characters and topics that it's okay for all of this, different stuff. A Walk in Your Shoes, Big Kids, Girls versus Boys, LOL with the N. People remember that. Miracles Boys. That was another good one I liked. I might talk about that soon. O'Grady on the Team, Out There. South of Nowhere, probably one of my favorite shows. But some of my favorite shows are on the N block because the N was a great block. Instant Star, I've talked about so many times, and I'm going to get another video on that very soon. Spunk. And then, again, the Amanda Show. You had reruns of the Amanda Show. I remember when they had Moody's Point had it because he couldn't get his show. It had its own episode where it was all of the sketches of Moody's Point. Being Eve, Beyond the Break, great show. Daria again. The Hills. I remember in The Hills, people really thought The Hills originated on the end. Some people do. Really, if you really want to go through, rinse, repeat, all your different, please check out, at least do a broadcast video.